Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Gray Eagle in Florida. A sad day for patriots and freedom fighters in the state of Florida and throughout the world today, because we have another clue as to who Mystery Babylon is. This is actually Mystery Babylon the Great Identified, part number 8. Now, this news article is unfolding in North Florida and has to do with an old 1950s and 60s reform school. We all know that the reform schools have a checkered past at best. This one is called Dozier School. Probably one of the worst in our country. I think it's been closed now for a while, but the building apparently remains there. They have a graveyard. 31 of the graves are marked, but 50 more graves have been found that are not marked. Now, over the years, there has never been an investigation into where these boys disappeared, why they disappeared, and where they wound up. While investigating their deaths, the school had not performed any autopsies. They didn't even have a medical examiner sign off on the death certificates, as far as I can tell, and that's because they were obviously murdered. Now, I heard a testimony of one guy on the radio, local radio this morning, that they beat him with I think it was about 140 lashes. With what, I don't know. A stick, a bullwhip, who knows. These wicked, evil people have never been brought to justice, and their blood cries out to God from the ground. Just like Abel's did. If there's any of these perpetrators still alive, I hope they're brought to before a court and sentenced quickly to the punishment they deserve. If they have passed on, their estate should be confiscated and given into a fund for the estate of the victims of the boys that were murdered here. I also think a full investigation should be brought to bear on every reform school that ever was on the history of America. There was one in St. Charles, Illinois that had a pretty bad reputation too. These were just boys. Sure, maybe they were committed some minor crimes, but nothing. But they were sentenced to go to a school. They were not sentenced to death. But the people at the reform school took it upon themselves to execute these boys in a most gruesome manner. Not just kill them, they tortured them to death, some of them. We have people in our midst today that are as evil as these reform school staff members that murdered these children. And it wasn't just this school here. There was probably a number of them over the United States from the inception of reform schools until their death in the until they put them all to rest in the 70s and 80s because of such as this going on, or rumors of thereof. Folks, this is Mystery Babylon, no question about it. The only mystery about Mystery Babylon is why more people don't understand who it is, what it is. You're sitting in it, you're standing in it. Are you going to do something about it? I don't see anybody doing anything. This atrocity has gone uninvestigated for up to 50 years or more. I suppose most of these boys didn't have any family. They were runaways. No telling what. Or if the family, they did have any family, they couldn't care less about them. Parents probably drunk or on drugs. They didn't really give a crap about them. They were more consumed with their own problems. But they didn't deserve to die this way. Alright, that's it, folks. If you need to get saved, I want you to be saved. You can go to heaven if you are. Read the information in the show more down below this video. Trust Jesus. And as far as the if you want to read the article, there's a number of articles on TBO.com. That's the Tampa Bay Tribune online version. Here's the article headline: Tribune editorial: Unearthing a Shameful Past at Dozier School. That's on TBO.com. There's several others there too. Keywords: unearthing shameful Dozier. Should get you right there. Unearthing shameful Dozier. The eagle is out, but I'll be back if the good Lord be willing. All I can say, folks, is God have mercy. God have mercy on this nation, because they are ultimately wicked. No wonder He calls America Mystery Babylon. You know what that is? That's God's all-time ultimate evil empire. The evil empire is not Russia. It's not China. It's where you live, if you're living in America. It's not some mystical world domination system. It's the United States of America. It's the whore that rides the beast of Revelation.